And we welcome you to Assumption Royal Football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Fans, this is the Thursday, the 12th of September, and we are going to have a weather game to deal with. The game was moved up to a 6:30 start. It is windy, it is raining, and when we check our phones for the radar, there is weather moving our way. So the first thing that we do is just ask for your patience, because we might have some issues tonight. We might have some delays if there are lightning strikes in the area. The players are going to do their best. There's a hearty bunch of fans here, and we're all just going to get through this together. I'm Milt Van Natta, along with Art Nepgetzik, and we are happy to be with you for the third time this year for Royal football here on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. The Royals are 0-3. The Loyal Greyhounds are 0-3. Somebody's going to get their first win tonight if we don't have weather issues. Because, again, we look back at the radar, and if there's lightning strikes in the area, they'll pull the players off the field. They'll pull the fans out, and we might have to deal with some type of weather situation here tonight. So hang in there with us. Right now we're having trouble just keeping the ball on the tee for the kickoff. The Royals in their home familiar unis with the white pants, the white lettering, the blue helmets, and the blue shirts. Loyal wearing the white jersey tops. And we're underway with the short kickoff that is bobbled and covered by Loyal at the 31-yard line. So that's where the Greyhounds will start in this Cloverwood contest here tonight.
Milt, what do they have number 88 listed at for height?
They do not have height and weight.
He looks like the one that the fella that caught the ball or fell on it. He looks like the tallest man out there.
Jacob Baumgartner is his name. He'll play tight end. He'll play defensive end for Loyal tonight. And, of course, with the wet football, we could see all sorts of interesting things happen tonight. It's an inside handoff. Not much doing. The Royals are right there. Maybe a gain of a half a yard, but I don't believe so. Nathan Buchanan, the senior running back, gets forward progress to just short of the 32. Let's call it a gain of 1 and a second down and 9. Wayne Deitch is the quarterback, and he gives it on an inside handoff to the 35-yard line. That was Buchanan again. He gets it up for 3, and it's third down and 6. Needless to say, with the gusty winds and the rain here tonight, that it is not a night that is conducive to the passing game at all. Wind is from the south-southeast. The pitch back, and here comes Buchanan for the first down run to the 44-yard line. It was Jarrett Hartley up from the secondary to make the tackle, but that's a nice 8-yard pickup, and it's a first down for Loyal.
I'll give you a little shot of the flag, the wind.
There we go. You can see that we can really feel the breeze up here tonight on press level, but you can see it as, boy, those pieces of wind aid on the goalposts are really whipping around now. Outside run to the far side and a big run into Assumption territory. Matthew Szymanski. He takes it all the way down to the Assumption 40-yard line on a 17-yard pickup. I tell you, I got a lot of respect for those who have come to the game tonight to sit out in the stands. And there's a good number here today, most of them with some shade of blue umbrella. Pitch out to the near side. Buchanan is the ball carrier, and he has to the 35 of Assumption. Now they're going to mark it closer to the 36-yard line. We're going to give them 4. 2nd down and 6 here for Loyal.
We got a couple of Assumption umbrellas on the far side.
Yeah. Now, draw play, 1st down and more. This is Buchanan through the middle and all the way down to the 22-yard line. He picks up 13 yards and a Loyal 1st down. This drive has reached the 3-minute mark. And we have movement in the line. Who was it? Was it Loyal or Assumption?
I think it was Assumption on that one.
Would have been one of the defensive tackles. And it's an offside, so that'll move it down to the 22 for a 1st and 5.
One other thing, Milt, I just thought I'd let you know that there will not be a clock on the screen tonight because that camera would have to sit in the rain.
That's Art always brings you that insert in our coverage, and we'll be missing the game clock tonight. Pitch out to Szymanski. It's near the 1st down and near a 1st and goal. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds. They mark him out of bounds at the 12. And I'm just going to have to take a peek here, fans. It's either 3rd and short, or it's a 1st and 10. No, it's a 3rd and short. They've got a 2nd down on the chain gang, but I thought that was a 2nd down run. Oh, the scoreboard agrees. This is 2nd down here, but this will set up a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. And this, fans, is where I'm really, the further they get away from that midfield area, the harder time I'm having identifying the players through the rain. 1st and goal at the 9. Says Szymanski and Buchanan behind Deitch at quarterback. And Szymanski has it. He's down close to the 5-yard line. Right at the 5 is where it will be 2nd and goal. It's really not that cold. It's about 60 degrees. At least my phone said 60 degrees when I checked the radar. But with the wet and the breeze, it can make it feel chilly, of course, if you get damp, and then that wind comes whistling around. 2nd and goal. It's Szymanski inside. He is pushing near the goal line. The line judge on the near side has him inside of the 1 for a 3rd and goal. Matthew Szymanski, a junior. He'll play linebacker on defense. He's one of 2 primary ball carriers on offense. Szymanski at 10 gets the ball and powers in for the touchdown.
Szymanski, the touchdown for the Greyhounds.
So Szymanski takes it in from 1 yard out with 6:24 to go in the first period, and Loyal moves out to a 6-0 lead.
No, one thing we didn't discuss, at what point in high school football is it a game when there's rain?
I mean, do they call it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't believe. Here's the 2-point conversion attempt. It's no good, and it will remain 6-0 Loyal. Art, if there's not lightning, they'll play.
Right.
You know, even
Right.
if there's puddles on the field and and it's the conditions are just flat out miserable. Unless there's lightning, they will continue to play. It's a tough night, tough conditions for officials, players, fans,
You can see
broadcasters.
You can see the rain on the bleachers now. It's pretty solid stuff.
Yeah, yep. Which means we're going to have to be extra careful going down.
I hope I'm not too heavy for you.
We have to rappel off the back here. That would be our solution.
Well,
Avoid the steps and just rappel down the back.
We talked about some of those solutions last week when we were carrying all that heavy things downstairs.
It's interesting, Art. The game that I most remember. Do you remember the night that we were doing a Lincoln game and the fog just settled down in here in the bowl and you could hardly see?
Right. At first we thought it was the smoke from the cannon.
Yeah. We've had some rainy nights, some wet, rainy nights, but that fog, that was the most difficult conditions I know
We couldn't see the bleachers on the opposite side.
Oh, no, we could not.
Actually, we couldn't see the players at times.
Line drive kick here down to the 17, and as Reed Dillman picks it up, his knee is in contact with the turf, and that's a dead ball. So Assumption's going to take it over there. They're going to mark it right at the 19. Oops, there's lightning. And they're calling
it.
The players off of the field.
Yep. That was pretty close.
And now you hear the thunder rumble.
Yep.
And the coaches said to the locker room. And the players for both teams are sprinting off.
Oh.
And the fans are heading out. So we're going to break. You're watching Assumption Royal Football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. And fast forward to a sunny Saturday afternoon. Moments ago, as you began coverage of this game, it was a Thursday evening. Storms were approaching, and they came. And the game was postponed until Saturday afternoon, and now we resume right where we left off. It is 6-0 Loyal. Assumption is about to take the football for the first time, only it's not a rainy Thursday night. It's a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. 2 days later, Saturday afternoon, the 14th of September. Now joined by Craig Tim. Craig's able to be with us and join Art and I for the continuing coverage. So 6-0 Loyal, 6:22 to go. First period, and here's the first play of the day for the Royals. A run straight ahead for 2 yards to the 21-yard line. Getting off the bottom of that pile was Derek Bathke.
Yeah, what a difference a couple days make, right, Milt?
It certainly will be a different game being played out today as opposed to the conditions that were present on Thursday evening. Inside handoff, Bathke breaks free and dives for a first down at the 30-yard line. This is what we expect throughout the football game. Two teams that are run heavy, neither that comfortable or that accomplished in the passing game. So this will be a battle of attrition up front between the offensive and defensive lines, one would think. Loyal scored that touchdown, you'll recall, on their opening possession, just running the ball up and down the field. No passes in that drive, as we recall. Bathke again.
Nice block up there.
Bathke, the workhorse, for 8 to the 38-yard line.
Hunter Harms had a nice block there, Milt. He is a junior. We're looking at the Assumption lineup, and I believe, if I had it correctly, they have 4 seniors and about 7 freshmen. So you would hope that's going to show some good things to come for the Royals. Again, numbers are an issue for both teams. If you look, I mean, there's not a lot of subs out there.
Hartley with the keeper for the first down at the 43.
Keeper by Jared Hartley is a first down for the Royals.
Because you look at the sideline, and Loyal has, what, about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe a dozen, and Assumption is the same.
I count 29. The roster that we were given for Loyal has 29 names on it. Hartley's late pitch is behind Cade Stats, and he is covered up back at the 38-yard line.
Covered by Cade Stats.
So that's a loss of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 15. So I don't know if all those players are playing because of injury and what have you, but I've got 29 for them. And
22 I had for Assumption.
Yep, 22 for the Royals. I don't see anybody wearing their jersey, but not their pads today. It was last time, as I recall, but not today. So the 1st and 15
nice block.
Breaks open for Bathke, and he's up to the 49-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 4.
Bathke on carry.
I hope he had a lot of sleep last night, because I think he's going to be about 90% of the offense today.
Well, he'll need it tonight, right?
Yep.
Regardless of what happened last night, he'll be getting a good night's rest tonight. But that middle is there at this point in time.
And even a change in weather. The three of us were here last night for Lincoln's game, and it was a nice night, but it was a wet, cold, kind of a windy night.
Looks like offside here against Loyal. That should give or bring Assumption very close to a first down.
Yep, dead ball.
Just short?
5-yard penalty brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Just short. 3rd and 1.
Again, it's 2:52 and the clock is rolling. And we were in a fun discussion about playing 4 quarters and all that, but we can honestly say today we're going to do about 3.5.
3.5, barring overtime.
Oh,
big hit. Both on quarterback Hartley. He's stung by that. I'm not sure that Bathke made the first down, did he? Yep, they're waving the chain gang forward. So he gets just enough for that first down. But boy, Hartley took a hit, didn't he?
Boy, sure did.
Really good fake.
You could really hear the pop of the pads and the helmets up here.
And the Loyal player tried to help him up, but I'm not sure he was in the position to get up yet.
Nope.
Joe Burkhauser on the sideline over there was longtime athletic director and former girls basketball coach. Took them to a few state titles.
Yeah, 2 that I recall.
At least 2. Yeah, boy, when you look at that, they sure had a nice run of a couple families there that had some really, really good athletes, and he molded them into quite a team. And
2nd and 7. 6-0 Loyal. Late first quarter.
Joe Jr. in it.
Inside again, down to the 40-yard line this time. It's Derek Bathke, and 3rd down in about, let's call it 3.5, Craig. Whether we want to call it a long 3, a short 4. We got to get just inside the 37 to get the first down.
You wonder what the sun is going to do, too. Right now, Loyal's looking right into it.
Light breeze. Just
a nice afternoon.
Light breeze that, is that up for the southwest? Is that right? Look, southwest?
Yeah.
No first down on this run. Stopped at the line of scrimmage that time.
And they're going for it.
I think that was Stats with the carry that time.
Short gain on the play brings up 4th down.
So 4th down. Again, the first down is at the 36.5. Taking a bit of time to get the play call in here. Nope, they're waiting for the end of the period. So 1 period in the books. Loyal 6, Assumption nothing. This is, I wonder if this pattern will continue because the teams are running the ball with almost exclusively. Each team had the ball once in the period. That's it. 1 possession per squad. And Assumption is on a drive that could continue here into the second quarter as they face a 4th and short. I think that they've got to move the yard marker, don't they? That shows 4th and 9. It's 4th and about 3.5.
I think he's in the wrong.
He's got to go down to the 40, right?
They're marking the ball right now.
Now, it's at the 40, and they have to get to the 36.5. We, of course, watch where the chain gang is quite closely all throughout the game for down and distance. We rely on them. We look straight across the field, and as we give you down and distance, yard to gain, that kind of thing, we're watching where they are, and so that's why we have such particular attention to their placement.
Last night, the poor yard folks couldn't keep up. They kept starting the clock on them.
That's right. That was briskly paced by the referee last night.
2 hours and 10 minutes that game.
From the 40, 4th down and 3.5. Full house backfield. 1 receiver to the near side. Man coverage there. It's an option. Hartley's got the first down, and he's got the touchdown. This is a 40-yard run by Jared Hartley to tie the game at 6.
Very nice play.
Touchdown, Royals.
That was really a nicely designed play. The coach took a whiteboard out there at the end of the quarter, and Loyal had everybody stuffed inside and expecting a short run and off to the races. Now we'll see what this.
Alex Sullivan, who we saw getting
did they try
his
the
left
extra
shoulder
point?
rub down? No.
Did
no.
Loyal go for 2, or did they?
They did, didn't they, Art? As I recall, went for 2 on their line drive.
Got it.
It was good. 7-6 Royals.
This looked like one of your chips. 1 step and right through the middle.
one of my chips. A scalded chip.
As long as it works.
Yeah, well, I don't remember many that did. Hey, that's what I liked here. That's what we talked about. Way to go, line.
That's exactly right.
You're right. They did try to run the 2-pointer.
Give the guys up front credit.
That's right. They deserve it. By golly.
That's right.
Oh, by gosh, by golly. It's not time for mistletoe and holly yet, is it?
I don't think so. Maybe Johnny Cash, but not Burl Ives.
Kissed me on the lips, but it's all over now. I hope that isn't going to. See, 11:51.
That was really interesting. I don't know if it was Adam Moon or
66,
Alex.
the junior.
Yeah, it was fun. He turned around and kind of gave a high five to, I'm assuming, his parents right below us here, or right in the stands. 7-6.
Assumption +1. We've played 1 play of the second quarter. Should be a close contest throughout, we anticipate. Loyal has 2 men back at the 15-yard line. Ball is covered at the 39-yard line. That was Colby Tofar.
You notice how they don't let the linemen run? Do you notice that?
Kickoff is recovered for number 70.
It's just a
Colby Tofar.
obvious discrimination right here in the field. He could have picked that up, and he might have gone the distance with that one.
He might
Or he might have fumbled it, but
Sometimes, Craig,
No.
I just I'm
no, Loyal. We're
nonplussed
looking at
by-
the Loyal fans there. Good crowd from Loyal. I'm sorry, Milton. You were saying something about linemen again?
I may have been. I don't even know anymore. From the 39.
The Rodney
Each-
Dangerfield of sports.
With the pitch, a first down run
Ooh,
across midfield. This is Nathan Buchanan.
If Assumption had to do that again,
Bring up a first down.
they would have hit him back instead of dragging him for 5 yards.
So we've had one quarter.
Yep, one.
We're going to have each make a prediction. When in this game is the first pass?
Oh man, good question.
Could for a bag of M&Ms, when's the first pass? It's not there. It's Buchanan, and he's outside, and he has another first down.
Boy, it's going to be. They might throw one in the fourth quarter. I don't know.
And Chris Lindner, the head coach of Loyal, and Jeff Sullivan, the head coach of Assumption, say, why should we pass the
Yeah,
ball when we can run it so efficiently?
First, third and long will be.
Remember what Darrell Royal, the famous coach of the University of Texas,
Texas,
once said? There's 3 things that can happen when you pass the football, and 2 of them are bad.
Ah. I know when you defense the triple option, you always have to hit the quarterback.
Is that right?
Yep.
Oh,
You
Remember
assign to the quarterback, and he or she, most of the time, have to hit the quarterback or it goofs everything up
defensively.
defensively.
Yeah.
Oklahoma ran a pretty good wishbone.
Barry Switzer, yeah.
Of course, what do you do when you have Elvis Peacock and all those guys in the backfield? You run the option.
33-yard line after a 2-yard pickup by Buchanan. 2nd and 8 for Loyal.
Could be a pass this series. You never know.
I don't know. I don't think this play, though. We'll see what happens.
I think we're going to run it.
We are straight
Ooh,
ahead.
now we may pass.
And the carry is by Matthew Szymanski. He had the touchdown run for Loyal Thursday night.
Short gain on the play brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7.
Well,
Well, I would throw it, but
you would? I
Yeah.
think they're going to option.
option and then
Pitch it maybe to
And then
Buchanan, but
tuck it and go.
I'm still saying a run here. Pitch
Oh,
is
you
to
are
Buchanan.
correct. Oh, nice call,
Cuts
Milt.
back in
Now what do you do?
to the 30-yard line, 4th and 5.
You go for it, but
First pass of the game.
I say you go for it, but I say they run, guys.
Okay.
Let's see who's right. Art's got pass. I've got
I'm
run.
going to go pass.
Ooh, Craig's got pass.
pass, yeah.
All right.
All God's children got pass, except one. Although they sure don't set up this,
No.
they don't have any receivers.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we're
No.
looking at run here.
Oh,
and they got a free
they got
one.
Assumption to jump.
Oh no!
That might change the play call, guys, because I think it's going to be 4th and less than a yard now. Art says he wants his
Oh,
choice
they're giving.
back.
They gave him a first. He's got a.
Yep, first down
First.
at the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure that's fair. You were looking to see if they had any receivers. They don't even have anybody
No.
lined out.
Well, that's okay. You're allowed to look at the offensive set.
Yeah. I thought we were supposed to not look at it and just guess.
2 tight ends, a wing back tight on the right side, 2 running backs. Now he's going
Uh-oh.
to throw, and he does, and his
And he's
man's
wide
open,
open, and it's
but overthrown inside of the 5.
I'm guessing they're going to pass first time at the 8:31 mark of the second quarter.
Well, I'm going to still write down on a piece of paper how many total passes there are attempted in this game.
Boy, they're lucky. Assumption they were expecting run, of course, so they.
The over-under is 12, guys. You get
Okay.
your choice.
Oh.
Over or under 12 passes in this game total.
Boy, I'm going under.
Under? Okay,
Yep.
Art, under or over 12?
We're up to 1 already.
Yeah. The winner gets your camera.
All right, here's a little misdirection run.
Come on.
It's Szymanski with it.
Good gang tackle out there.
2 yards to the 23 where it's third. Oh, they're going to mark it at the 23 for third and 8.
And that's another thing you, I guess, not worry about, but with a smaller team,
Short gain on the play. Third down.
once you get into the second half and get kind of deep into the game, you wonder about fatigue too. If if you're playing both ways,
Yeah, exactly.
there'll be players on both teams that are going to play every down today.
Pitch is out here to Szymanski.
Oh, nice.
That was a nice job
tackle.
by
Stopped him and
Caden Myers to get in there
stopped
first
him
and to
and-
disrupt that play. He didn't make the tackle, but he made the play. Back at the 24. Now it's 4th and 9.
Fourth down.
Caden is one of the 4 seniors for the Royals.
And the defensive coach just said pursuit.
Pass number 2 tackle eligible.
Here comes
Oh, there's our second one.
Deitch with the pass, but he's under pressure and he's trying to get it off. He does get it off, and it's batted away by Ryan Shaw.
Boy.
Step is broken up by the Royals.
So the Royals defense holds, and the offense to get it back with 7:10 to go in the second quarter. And the Royals lead it 7-6, looking for their first win of the season.
Does Clemson play Alabama this year?
This year? I would sure think so.
First down play. Fake the pitch,
Oh.
misdirection.
Oh, nice
run.
block there.
Dillman this way to the near
There he goes.
sidelines at the 40. Pushed out of bounds near the 45.
Reed Gilman with the carry.
They influenced the defense with the pitch fake to Stats. And and brought it back on the inside run to Dillman, the inside handoff to Dillman. A play that they've had much success with. They've broken that one for some big gainers this year. And they pulled it out there, and they get the gain all the way up to the 46. Quarterback Hartley pitches late, trouble for the runner. He's taken out of bounds short of the 45.
Actually, the
That's
clock is running, Milt.
Reed
He
Gilman.
indicated he wasn't out.
It's Reed Gilman resulting in a short loss.
I think
Must
Is it-
have hit right inside the marker there because he moved his arm.
this
to
last play.
Yeah, so that the clock is still going. I thought he was out of bounds myself, but clock is running.
I thought he got hit out of bounds.
The 45, it's a loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
What a beautiful view we get from.
Oh man, yeah.
Just hate to see some of the colors are turning over there already.
Bathke inside. He'll push ahead to the 48-yard line. 3rd and 8 for the Royals. Will this be their first
Ooh,
pass attempt to the game at the midway point of the
boy, there.
second period? Quarter. Got to wait on the periods until hockey. We have 3 periods in hockey,
That's
4
right.
quarters in football, 9 innings in baseball,
2 halves in basketball.
depending on the level. Yeah, college is, high school's halves.
The women college, it's still 4 quarters. They went back to that last year or the year before.
They did.
Yep.
Timeout Royals, their first of the half.
Timeout Royals.
Holes in golf, 21 points in volleyball.
That's right. Actually, it's and you don't. Volleyball they changed because most of them now play where you can score whether you have the ball or not. It's
Oh, point per play?
it's called
Point per serve,
It's
I should
called
say.
tournament scoring, and you usually play best 3 out of 5.
Well,
First-
that'd be quick.
And it doesn't. I think the final set you have to win by 2. I think.
Otherwise, you don't. Earlier,
No, I don't.
earlier matches, you
Boy, maybe you do. I don't.
first to 21.
Oh, maybe I think the fifth set you go to the first of 15. I think is how they do it.
by 2.
Yeah, by 2. I think that's right. Yep, volleyball. Yep.
But we're talking volleyball
Yep,
fans,
volleyball,
by the way.
women's volleyball.
Women's volleyball.
I was at a volleyball match with my boss, and we were in Hickory, North Carolina. And before we went back to Charlotte area,
Recently?
we went by the Hickory Speedway,
Oh, wow.
the birth of NASCAR.
Again, the fake to Stats and then to Dillman on the influence. Oh, is that going to be a flag? As they take Reed down out of bounds. It is not. And it's going to be 4th down and 7.
That
So
was
the offensive line and the running back, Cade Stats, makes it look like it's going to be a sweep to the far side. They bring the tailback, or the wingback, Dillman, back underneath, hand it to him right behind the line, and he comes to the near side. Sometimes that breaks, but the last couple of times they've been looking for that signature play from Assumption, and it has Cade Stats kicking it away, fielded by Loyal at the 20. And a nice return
Ooh,
here.
nice hit.
Big hit, but this is a 20-yard return.
and
Buchanan with the return to give Loyal good field position.
and
at
Trevin Wilkie
4:47.
for Loyal. The coach said, "Get a block," and he missed his block. And you don't do that right in front of the coach. That's not.
You do that on this side of the
Yeah, I
field.
mean, I was a little surprised there because they kept pushing him out of bounds, and he was almost out to the asphalt there before.
I thought that was going to draw a penalty.
Yeah,
I really
and
did.
They didn't say anything, so
Szymanski, 5, 10, 12 on that run to the Royal end of the field.
Matthew Szymanski with a carry for the Greyhounds gives them a
first down and 4:40. It's time is flying by here. 7-6.
That's Assumption with the 1-point lead.
And a pretty nice little crowd here. Before we started, it was we
When-
were the only ones here, kind of.
When you consider that this is a
Yeah.
non-scheduled game, I mean, people didn't have this on their calendars. Run inside, Szymanski again, and he takes it straight ahead to the 42 for 6. Not my, look at the flag from the
Flag.
line judge there as he reached the 40-yard line.
There's a flag on the play.
The coaches next to us said, I thought they indicated somebody was not off the field, like a substitution, but
Oh, okay.
we'll see. I couldn't see it from up here.
Confab.
Coach at
between
Loyal,
Chris Lindner.
Chris Lindner wants an explanation. He can.
All right. And
It's a dead ball foul.
no, the
Oh.
line judge just told Coach Sullivan, I had him off the field. So his judgment
Oh,
is the player
okay.
was off the field.
So there's
No
no.
penalty. Yep. The flag came from the far side, but the near side line judge said, I
He
had
was-
him off
okay.
the field. So second down and a little less than 5. Misdirection, but again, a straight handoff for a first down. Looks like a rugby scrum out there, doesn't it? As the play.
Did you ever get a chance to watch rugby? Like live at all? I mean,
Oh, no,
like
no.
college rugby. That
Only on-
is rough.
Only
Man, that
on
is
ABC's
rough.
Wide World of Sports,
The other night they had cricket on too from Australia.
which I do not understand.
I don't-
know how they score. Or
And the
what
guy knocked
object
one
is,
out
or-
of the 3 posts down, and you'd have thought they just won the Stanley Cup or something.
Oh, well.
Place went crazy.
4th and less than a yard here. And
Timeout. Loyal.
Loyal makes the
And they
timeout call.
will have 2 remaining, as does Assumption. Again, this is the makeup game from Thursday night when the rains came, and the rains they would have played in, although it would have been really messy. But when you get the lightning, I checked with Joe Burkhauser, the athletic director, and he said the rule is it's a 30-minute rule, but it's every time, let's say that you see lightning in the area, the clock starts. But if the let's say it goes down to 29 minutes, or there's a minute left, if you see it again, it starts over. So you could if you keep having lightning, the 30-minute clock just keeps adding.
Wow.
So it's 30 minutes after the final strike of lightning, or the.
So you have to be clear for that length of time.
And Joe said he thought that they were really thinking they would get it in because the weather had it coming a little bit later than it did. They thought they'd at least be.
Is that why they started at 6:30? Hoping to get it in?
I didn't realize they did. I know Art had told me that. I forgot that.
4th down play, and Loyal pushes forward for the first down at the 35-yard line.
You know, if you'd have known that, you would have started at 6 o'clock or even 5 o'clock. Yeah.
First down.
Yep.
Let's
From
let the rains
35.
come.
1st and 10, Loyal. They trail 7-6. Buchanan.
It's a big running back, isn't it? No.
4.
Do they have? Oh, they don't.
No information.
Nobody wants to share their height and weight. Was it true that when you guys left Thursday night that there was somebody at the school building an ark? Was that just that might have not been true?
It was raining too hard to see. Outside is wide open for Szymanski, and he takes it in for the touchdown from the 31-yard line.
Touchdown, Loyal.
2:36 remains in the second period, and Loyal goes on top 12-7. And Szymanski gets his second run of the night for a score.
So you obviously go for 2 here.
Oh yeah, for 2 to. Deach pitches it out to Buchanan, cuts in, and
he
goes
dropped
in.
the ball, but but we broke the plane, Milt.
Signal is up
'Cause
by
he
the
did,
official.
Where's the 2-point? Score now, Loyal Greyhound 14, Assumption Loyal 7.
14-7 Loyal. I don't know.
Only 50-50 raffle tickets in his hands.
Thursday, when the game was originally scheduled for Thursday, it was intended to be grade school night.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if we're going to do that today, or if that's just been postponed to another home game.
Yeah, and they're kind of running out of home games, aren't they?
Just
they have
2 after this one, Craig.
The next one is homecoming. That's an 11 a.m. start. That's on the
2 weeks from today.
28th.
Yep.
Then I know they have one in the last game of the season, October 18th.
Yeah.
Owen Withy is coming and that's a Friday night. Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes I wonder if Lincoln is on Thursday night that week. Because sometimes that last week they move to a Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have
and then the playoffs start. Wow.
Yeah.
The state tournament this year is Thursday, November 21st. That might have weather issues, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder
week from Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is late again this year?
Yeah.
I mean, later.
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels, and then so the 4th level is really the semis, isn't it? Yeah.
You got to win 4 games to get to the state final.
And you have to have one. Is it one more than 500 in your conference? I think that's what it is.
I don't know now, Craig. I think you have to have a winning record in the conference, yeah, to be eligible. I don't know if that guarantees you anything. Have to ask Joe that the next time you visit with him.
Trouble is, I'll visit with him, and in between there, which is what, 30 yards, I'll forget. Now, I hope you aren't forgetting, because tomorrow's Sunday. I mean, this isn't Thursday. This is Saturday, Mel.
This is Saturday.
10 a.m. You have a commitment.
I've already
you have
practiced
a weekly,
this morning, and
you,
I'll practice again after.
You have a weekly commitment.
I do.
On Baker Street.
I do.
There'll be people waiting for you.
Onside kick or pooch kick that's recovered by Assumption at the 44.
Good field position with 2:34 in. Again, this is the second quarter.
Rico Franklin recovered.
It's going to be interesting, Art. Are you going to have the you're going to have the but you're going to have the rain part, and then we're going to go to the sun part when you get this all edited up. You must have some unbelievable footage with that rain coming down.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
So from the 44, straight ahead Bathke to the 46. It was actually kind of surreal, Craig, because the wind was blowing into the booth, so we had to close the windows, except for just a little bit on Art's side, so we could get a clean camera shot. So it's like we really weren't there because we had the glass in between, and the rain on the glass made it hard to see, and it was really kind of different. It wasn't like today at all, of course.
And that was a lot of water.
Ducks to midfield.
We're under 2.
3rd and 5. Royals have all their timeouts? No, they have
2 and 2. And clock is rolling, and we're at 1:45. Again, this is the second quarter. Yeah, and those storms come so fast. It's just...
They do this year, don't they?
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Bathke, very near a first down, but I believe also just short of a first down.
Speaking of weather, I just don't know how in the world. The other night that show was on where they go for crab up in the Bering Strait area.
Oh, boy.
I don't know how they do that. 30-foot waves and the wind's 80 miles an hour.
4th and 1. Hartley.
Oh, nice block there.
And
keep your feet
open. He's going to score again. Hartley's second long touchdown run of the day.
Boy, did he do a nice job keeping his feet. Very nice.
And an extra point away from a tie game.
And if you're Alex Sullivan, you always have to do the quick change. He's down there getting his kicking shoe on. Boy, that was a nice run. I thought he was going to go down, and he just caught his balance. And he was gone, and now big 76, that's Henry Gollett. He has Kenny, and he has a pretty nice elbow wound there. I'm guessing the officials said get that treated. He's got a pretty nice big
raspberry on
Yeah, well, I think he's bleeding actually.
Oh, okay. Extra point.
1 foot, and that's going to count.
Good. 14 all with 53 seconds for the half.
Nice shot there by Art. They're spraying it, watering it off, and
so Szymanski has 2 touchdown runs for Loyal, and Hartley has 2 touchdown runs for Assumption.
So we're getting Kenny all squared away here.
Yep. Trainer coming from Aspirus, the folks at Aspirus. Right elbow. I mean, it's not going to keep Kenny out of the game. They just have to get him
so he's not.
So the officials say he's fit for play.
There are really 2 things in sports that have really changed tremendously in the last 10 plus years, and I really support. One is the bleeding thing, and the other, of course, is the head injuries. I see where the NFL they've committed $3 million for research. They're trying to develop a new helmet.
They are.
That they think is going to help with the shock and the head. There's something with the cage of the inside of the helmet, and they're going to spend, like I said, I read $3 million to try to get that to market. Would that revolutionize everything? Huh?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
So now 53 seconds left for Loyal.
Yeah, you can...
Another pooch kick. Man, I didn't understand it why Loyal did it, and I don't understand it why Assumption did it. You've got 50 seconds to go, and
yeah, maybe that's...
Szymanski just broke a 31-yard touchdown run. They can easily...
maybe he can't. That's his...
Did earlier, though, Craig.
Well, yeah, that's right. You're right.
But both did. Both sides kicked it further.
You'd think you'd want to get it as far down as you can,
so
but...
that, you know what? It wasn't a true onside kick.
No.
It was just that little 15-yard poocher to the angled pooch kick. Don't understand it.
Yeah. Of course, it has to go 10, right, before it's touched.
But that wasn't the intent
No,
to recover it. That
no.
wasn't what was going on. Now, Dietz looks to pass. Throws it out there. Oh, in and out of the hands of Baumgartner. He was there. He had a big play if he hangs on. Third pass play of the half for Loyal.
Second down.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
Art says he called pass
Yeah.
on that one.
So did you mind? We have, what, 3 and 1? Is that where we're at so
No,
far?
3 and none. Assumption has
Oh.
not passed the football. Now they'll run it this time. And it's a big loss. Carrying the football was Trevin Wilkie, and he got stopped for a loss back to the 46-yard line.
In the backfield.
Third down and 12.
Third down.
The clock is running with 30 seconds to go. Deitch will pass here. Maybe in trouble. Spinning away under big pressure. He wants to throw. Will he throw? He will. He's got a man out there. Baumgartner overthrown after Deitch takes a big hit at the 42. It's 4th and 12 with 6 seconds to go.
And Derek Bathke was emphasizing to the ref that he thinks he might have gotten hit in the head back there. I know he got caught up with somebody, and he was sharing his feelings, shall we say, with the referee back there.
Cole Bogdanovich is going to punt here. Whoa, has to back up a couple of steps, but gets it and then booms it way downfield to 20. It's going to bound and go dead at the 25-yard line. The half is over. At halftime, Assumption 14 and Loyal 14. We'll have that second half for you after a very short timeout. You're watching Assumption Royal football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. All tied up at 14 as we head to the second half. Royals are going to get the football to begin this half.
And our sun is kind of gone.
Nathan Buchanan, the tailback, is the kicker. Here's a deep line drive kick that splits the back receivers. It's picked up by Cade Stats, and Stats is going to come across the 25 before being dragged down, and the Royals will go
After the return for the Royals.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Royals scored with 53 seconds to go in that second quarter to tie up the game. And we think we'll have a really competitive game here over the course of this second half. Hartley gives it to Bathke. And Derek is a step short of the 30-yard line. Just about 2 on that first down run. The Royals have not attempted a pass yet in the game.
First game in 2 years that's been tied at halftime.
And Loyal's 4 passes, right?
4 forward passes, yep. So we don't expect a lot, of course, unless one of the teams is forced to throw by game circumstances and we progress through the half. But if it stays close, I think we're going to have a lot of runs, Craig, up to the 34-yard line for Bathke. Third down here and just about 4.5 for the Royals. Cade Stats with the
trying to draw
jiggling
him
the legs in
yeah.
the backfield. Give it to Bathke, and he stopped immediately.
Trying to draw him, but Loyal did not jump that time.
So 4th down here, and it looks like
a punt.
the Royals will choose to punt away in a tie game. Cade Stats is the punter. Szymanski is the deepest man. I don't know that the coaching staff wants him to drop. Nope, they will now drop their starting running backs, Szymanski and Buchanan, back deep.
Coach yelling, watch the ball.
And a whistle.
Took too much. Nope. Going to take a timeout.
Royals take a timeout. Could that be because they had a fake on? And when they heard that alert, they chose to take it off? We'll see here coming out if they... Both of these teams have gotten off to an 0-3 start, so you know how much a win would be to both of these programs today.
It's just you kind of get into that happier place, when you just like you do all that work all summer long and really need a win.
So Art, do you know it's 3 weeks from tonight?
I know it's 3 days from tomorrow.
3 days. Oh, well, yeah, that's more important than what's 3 weeks from tonight. That's right.
Is it hockey?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
River Kings home openers 3 weeks from tonight against the Dells Ducks.
And they have one game and then they're on the road again?
Oh! What happened here? Procedure, which will turn 4th and 3 into 4th and 8. That was funny because it was a short high snap and the up man, Jared Hartley, put his hands up. He didn't catch it, but I don't know if he thought he had to because of the trajectory of the snap or what, but that was kind of, I don't think there was anything on there, but it sure looked funny. They're going to go ahead and bring Buchanan up to the line. They're just going to leave Szymanski back. They're not at all convinced that Assumption's going to punt. Now they end up doing just that, and it takes a Loyal bounce to the 47-yard line before it's downed by Ben Elson, and their Loyal takes over on downs.
So the River Kings, do they have a game at home and then they're on the road for the?
They will have already played on the road by then.
Okay.
I don't know when the opener is. That's the home opener, not a 2-game set, but just the 1 game on the 5th.
On a Saturday night?
Yes. Yep. Buchanan through the middle. He crosses midfield to the Royal 49.
Anthony Buchanan with a carry, tackled by Jared Hartley. 2nd and 5.
We had a scrimmage down at Concordia earlier in the week.
That was this week, Art?
Yeah.
Okay, so the River Kings scrimmaged Concordia. Is that where the goaltender is? The young man who used to... Buchanan
Concordia's in Mequon, if that's where.
to the
Oh,
45.
and we have a player down, Melt.
Well, there's like 3 of them on the field for the Royals. 2 of them get up, but one is not. One Royal is down at the 49 of Loyal. There was quite the helmet pops on that play, like 3 of them.
And actually at Concordia, that's where the Lakeshore Chinooks and the baseball,
Northwoods League.
Northwoods League, they play on the Concordia field. And Robin Young is one of the co-owners, and I believe they helped renovate their stadium. I guess they have a beautiful ballpark. Concordia is in Mequon, and it's literally right up over the campus is basically just kind of on a little ridge right above Lake Michigan.
Oh.
It's a beautiful spot down there. That's Adam Moon.
Limping off.
Adam is a junior, 5'9", 200 pounds. Oh, he broke
Man,
through.
bursting through. Quarterback Deach gets inside of the 30-yard line for a first down.
Oh, we have another.
Oh, man, now another Royal shaken up. That's Danny Gonzalez.
Keith Myers from Wisconsin.
Slow to get up.
1st down.
Coaches are talking to him. I think he's got maybe hit a little bit here.
Another man comes off. Do the Royals have the full contingent out there?
We only have 10
I don't
right
think
now.
they do.
They have 10. Now they have 11.
First
Now
and,
they have 11.
first and 10 from the
Kemp Ross, a sophomore, is out there.
Royal 28. Szymanski looks to the outside, gets around the corner, and he's gone for the touchdown. His 3rd touchdown run of
Szymanski with a carry
the
for a
football
touchdown.
game.
Yeah, shot of looks
So Szymanski from
like Moon is
28
getting
makes it.
ready to go back in.
20 to 14.
Again, that's another big issue with small teams. If you get a little injury bug, you're run short of players.
Loyal goes for 2 here. Pitches out to Buchanan, to the pylon, dives, does
Did not make
it. So Loyal's lead is 20 to 14, and Szymanski with a 131 and 28-yard run in this football game. 20 to 14 Loyal.
Little Greyhounds 20 and Central Royals 14.
Well, just when we thought we lost the sun, it's back out. Coach trying to fire up his team out there.
Boy, Craig, were you ever involved in an occurrence like this where you prepped for a game, you started a game, and it got postponed, and then you had to come back a day or 2 later to finish it?
It's actually kind of funny. Joe Burkhauser and I were talking about that. For what it's worth, you just played. We've played in lightning the whole shooting match. I mean,
Used to.
Yeah.
You-
I mean, I'm not saying that's smart, but
Good or,
that's
yep, but that's what it used
it
to.
really affected my former alma mater, Colorado State Pueblo. They had a big game with Colorado Mines in Denver. Well, it's in Golden, and actually they were all ready to play. Both teams were nationally ranked. First game of the year, brand new stadium in Mines, and they had a terrible rain deal. About an hour and a half delay, and you could tell when Pueblo came back onto the field that they weren't ready to play, and they just got pounded.
Oh.
Lost 30 some points. It's just like they lost everything, they just But yeah, you look at, of course everything's different now, but yeah, we used to play in that. Sometimes they'd stop it for a few minutes, but it was just
I think it would be hard
to get
be
started again.
all geared up for Thursday and have to wait to Saturday. I think
man.
through the legs of Cade Stats, and he recovers back to the 9-yard line. I just think it would be hard mentally, maybe more than physically, to deal with that situation.
Well, and in this case too, you're behind 6 points, and you've been thinking about it now for almost two full days.
Yeah. Yep.
And you're like, well, but I guess what do? You couldn't play on Friday because Lincoln already had the game scheduled.
Field was used. Oh, nice room up the middle. Driving to the 17 for a pickup of nearly 7 or 8 yards. Bathke for 7.
On the play.
And if you're the quarterback for Assumption, you need to learn the signals because he sends them in almost like a baseball.
Third base coach.
Yeah, third base coach.
Quick throw.
Oh,
It's caught.
nice.
It's a first down. It's the Royals' first pass of the day. Alex Sullivan, the tight end, makes the catch.
Hartley pass complete to Alex
In
Sullivan.
fact, I watched the coach and he claps now and again. I wonder if that indicates anything.
That's
I know
the start or the.
because I know in baseball they do all this stuff and then it's
Yeah, there's indicator
Yeah,
and then
like
there's
you
signal.
touch your
Yeah.
cap or something and then it's
Everything before that's really gibberish. And this is Stats to the 30. Pickup of 2.
Cade Stats to the carry. Pickup of 2. Second down.
and in Major League Baseball with all the fans, all the excitement, all the craziness, you wonder, like coming around third, you can certainly understand why they missed the stop sign or the go sign. I mean, how do you pick up the coach with all the people behind you? And
Option. Dillman for the crease. Shaw looks to block. Dillman gets to the 38-yard line.
Trevin Wilkie
Reed Dillman with the carry.
wrapped him up.
That's very near a first down. It is a first down for the Royals. So after that kickoff that went through the legs of Stats back to the 9, the Royals have really done a nice job of getting off of their own goal line and moving it all the way out here to the 38. Nope, it's Hartley. Bathke was the fake, and Hartley keeps it to the 43. Nice pickup of 5 there.
Jerry Hartley picks up 4. Second down.
Yeah, Art picked it up. There, according to the scoreboard, we're in the second quarter yet.
Pitches to Dillman. They want to get him on the edge. He's not going to make it this time. He's thrown back at the 40.
Black runs.
That is a big loss of 5 yards.
Dillman.
Oh, excuse me, 3 yards.
Carry. Trevin Wilkie with
Third down now in 8.
Third down.
Option for Hartley. Pitches to Stats. Hit hard at the 41 and driven back after a gain of 1.
Pitch to Cade Stats. No gain on the play. 4th down.
Punt team coming. Boy, if you ever had a chance to really boom one, now would be the time.
20-14. Loyal with the only touchdown of this third quarter. Szymanski waits at the 30. Cade Stats line drive, but a nice kick that bounds to the 28, to the 27, and no return for Loyal, and they'll start 1st and 10 there. 4 minutes, 47 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
You're not going to follow the scoreboard that says it's the second?
Nope, we've got tape to prove it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Art's got the evidence. We can play it back for them if they question that.
Can't put the time clock on it anymore.
Yeah. The reason the time clock is not on your screen is because the scoreboard says it's the second quarter. It'll be interesting when this quarter ends to see if they notice and change it to the 4th. Buchanan is hit and taken down at the 30-yard line. Ben Elson among those there. 2 Royals got there right away.
Nelson for the tackle.
Second
wondering,
and 8.
I'm sorry, Mel. I'm wondering if there's something with Reed Delman down there. He's talking to the coach, but he doesn't have his helmet on.
He got popped pretty good on that loss, that run to the...
You see him right there by the...
Yep, right at the
Talking
bench.
to the head coach. It's Jeff Sullivan.
Now lead drawn, room in the middle. Look out here. Buchanan all the way out to near midfield, and it looks like Caden Myers is stung a little bit by that tackle.
Myers with the tackle. 1st down for the Greyhounds.
All the way up to the 49 goes Loyal. Boy, Craig, is it just me, or do you get the feeling that a big play could be coming here?
Well, and the other thing I'm sensing the Royals are getting up a little more slowly, so I'm wondering if I wonder if the fatigue factor is. There's a nice play, though.
Beautiful play. Wilkie driven back. It's Ben Elson again.
Elson. Ben is a junior. Offensive line, and he's also a linebacker.
3-yard loss on that play. 2nd and 13.
Will we see their 5th? What is it? How many passes? Oh, they'll be their 5th if they pass.
We have...
I still think the under is the way to go.
All right, we'll see. 5 passes in the game. The over/under we established at 12, and Art and Craig both say
although they have no receivers.
Run to Szymanski. He's got the edge at the 45. He's got the 1st down at the 40, and he's taken down by Cade Stats at about the 33-yard line.
It gets difficult for the D because you notice the linemen for Loyal, or sometimes even the back, they do what's called a seal block. And it kind of blocks that whole side, and you have to get over there fast.
Man, great. The Royals just look tired, like you said.
They look like they've kind of lost their life a little bit.
1st and 10 for Loyal. Deitch going to keep it, and he'll end up getting a yard out of it. I don't know where you think that was a designed pass. I don't know what happened there. It didn't look right in any event.
You think the coaching staff knows about our over-under thing up here?
Probably
not.
I don't think so. If they do, they don't care. Here's a pass.
There we go.
And it's complete. It's caught by Wilkie, and he's breaking him free down the sideline to score the touchdown.
Pass complete to Trevor Wilkie. Touchdown for Loyal.
Comes with 1:56 of the third. And the Loyal
They get
lead is
the-
26 to 14.
Need to get the momentum back.
They'll go for 2 to make it 28-14. This is Mansky for the pylon. No,
Nice
no,
play.
nothing doing. Caden Myers slings him out of bounds. It'll
didn't-
stay 26-14.
Really a nice job getting off the block and just making sure he didn't get in.
26, the Royals 14.
Interesting. We were just watching one of Adam Moon's friends walk down to the edge and asked him what happened to his knee, and he said it was hyperextended, and he's okay
He
now.
said he's good, yeah. I don't know, the trainer was right behind him, so
That's our sideline reporter, that young man.
Yeah.
Wearing the Port Edwards hoodie.
Mr. Hernandez,
Yeah, thank you for that update.
live from the corner of Southwood County 2000. Hard to believe this has been here 19 years.
Yeah. Wow. And I can remember when they opened it. I think we were here the night
Yep,
that they
I think
opened
we were.
it. Because I did radio, but I never did TV over at Witter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So never did TV, but
You did FHR live radio
FHR radio, yeah.
for the high school
Both,
baseball?
yeah.
And did you do the
No,
Twins
just high
or
school
anything?
football.
Oh, just football.
Oh no, never Twins.
Never
no.
Twins?
No.
Did you do high school baseball too?
Yep. Cade Stats returning it to the 34-yard line.
I know FHR used to have a great basketball announcing crew with all those over the years. And
See, Greg, I remember this goes back to
535.
the days when Bob Olson was the coach at
oh,
Assumption.
at Assumption, yeah.
You actually did the game from, you went up into a classroom and you went in this little room behind the classroom and you called the basketball game from up in the corner. You weren't actually in the gym. Oh, fumble! And Loyal has it at the 31-yard line.
Pitch is fumbled, giving Royal a first down.
1:47 for the third, and that might be a back-breaking turnover for the Royals. Down 26-14. Loyal has it now at the Assumption 31.
That's interesting. So you weren't in the gym.
Nope, you're up in this little room off of a classroom on the second floor of the high school. And Deitch throwing it. Baumgartner's out there, and he drops it. That's the fifth pass.
Pass falls incomplete.
Fifth pass of the day for the Loyal Greyhounds.
She must have been the 50-50 raffle winner.
Yeah, the 50-50 raffle winner came up to our booth, and
Yeah,
we could give her candy, but
could
no
do
cash.
M&Ms and
I think she'll take the cash. We could ask. We'd
Yeah.
try to sell her the bag of candy for
Yeah,
the
we-
amount of whatever she won. Or
She could get a Pro wireless transmitter, number T1. I'd never work again with Art, but what, you know. Of course, my famous, whoops, as I drop things all over the floor here.
Second down, it's Szymanski getting to the outside, hit by Ben Elson. He kind of bounces off of that tackle and goes to the 24-yard line.
I think we're going to get a storm yet today. It's kind of windy.
Well,
hope not.
All I hope is that we get 13 minutes and 15 seconds.
Quarters to go yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we are in the...
Who knows how many we got left? Are they got?
Although they moved it to... no, we are still in the second quarter.
Here is Mansky again.
I don't think...
for the first down at the 20.
I don't think the 50-50 raffle was as big as the one that I always talk about when I was at Spartan Stadium in Lansing, Michigan.
Last night it was $262?
That night it was $5 short of $29,000.
Wow. Now a Greyhound down. And timeout called on the field with 1 minute 4 seconds for the third quarter.
Quarter we're in, but if the lights come on, we're all in trouble.
We got to mic up Art, really, Craig. No,
yeah, we do. I mean,
yeah,
because we get all this good commentary, and you guys miss all that. He's back up.
That's good to see that young man. That's Szymanski, isn't it? 10?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's scored 3 times
Matthew
today.
Szymanski.
Yeah.
Szymanski. Well, you mentioned a backbreaker. This would really...
They score here, Craig.
This is going to be rough.
Trouble in River City there. First and 10. Right at the 20. Wilkie straight ahead into the pile to the 16. It's a pickup of 4.
Wilkie with a carry.
And
not sure what the...
Stop the clock here for some purpose. Szymanski's on the far side doing some sprints up and down.
Yeah.
And I think he will be back at some point.
Let's see. Of course, now I'm thinking the Music Man when you said Trouble in River City.
That's right. Robert Preston, Shirley Jones.
I was going to say Mrs. Partridge ended up playing the love interest in...
nice.
The ball's loose. And Assumption got it.
The Royals say they got it.
Huge hit there. Ball popped loose.
Man, I'd like to know who made that big hit in the backfield to pop it loose. Big hit in the backfield there. And the turnover occurs with 12 seconds to go in the third. Well, that's what the doctor ordered, a turnover, and we'll see if the Royals can convert here with a score. Pitches back, and down goes Dillman at the 11-yard line. 4-yard loss on first down.
And that should be the end of the third or the second, depending on who you're...
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter.
Phil just said it's the end of the third quarter, guys.
26, the Royals 14.
And there have been 6 forward passes through 3 quarters. The under is still in good shape.
It's still in good shape. Oh, now we're in the fourth quarter, so we didn't...
Want to make sure to follow all the other Royal sports. I know the volleyball team has a match today. Cross country ran this morning. Tennis has a couple matches coming up this week, so make sure you're supporting all the Royals teams throughout the fall.
Second down 14 for the Royals. Deep in their own end at the 11 as we begin the fourth quarter with Loyal on top by 12, 26-14. Little run blitz coming here. Dillman's going to throw on the option, but he's in big trouble. And down he goes.
Dangerously close to the end zone there.
Now a big hole for the Royals. First down is out at the 25, and the ball's back at the 2.
This results in a loss for the Royals, brings up 3rd and long.
Oh my, huh?
You know it's long when the announcer doesn't even give you the thing. He just says 3rd and long. 24 to go on the clock.
Inside run straight ahead to the 3. Just not much going there. They gave it to
well, you have the wind at your back.
Bathke. Well, they're going to punt out of their own end zone.
If you ever had a nice long roller, this would be the time. Just let it go.
Buchanan and
see how far back they're only on the 35. Well, he's back to the 40 now.
One step from the back line of the end zone is Cade Stats.
Nice snap. That's a nice punt.
Yeah, really good kick. To the 40. Buchanan's back to the 30. To the 20. To the 10. It'll be a 1st and goal. It was a really nice kick because he's standing. When he let that ball go, he was about 7 yards deep. He had a 47-yard kick, but it was just a great return that it's going to be a 1st and goal to 10 for Loyal. Wyatt Deach, the quarterback. Gonna throw it. It's caught. It's a touchdown. And that is number 86, Austin Haslow.
Pass off to Haslow results in a touchdown for the Greyhounds.
That's what their 6th pass, I believe.
Yep, 6th of the day.
32-14. Going for 2 again, I'm guessing.
I don't think they've tried a single extra point at any point in this game. And they're just going to try to run the quarterback sneak, and it's in for the score. 34-14, Loyal at the 10:25 mark of this fourth quarter.
Greyhounds 34, the Royals 14.
Kickoff is bounding off of a Royal at the 24, and it's covered there. First and 10.
Just got to get the oomph back a little bit. You can just kind of sense, even in the crowd, just a little subdued right now.
Hartley against a run blitz, tucks it into Bathke, and he has a yard to the 25. It's just so hard. You know, the Royals are not a team that's built to come from behind. They're a run team. They're a ball control team, and it's just really hard when you get 2+ scores behind for them in a game like today. A couple of mistakes. It was a push game, and a couple of mistakes cost them 14 points and been a backbreaker. Hartley on the pitch. Stats is hit, and he's going to be hit hard at the 22 for a loss.
And even in that case, Milt, the ball almost came out in the backfield. They had a little mix-up back there.
3rd and 11 now.
You're going to be forced to pass, aren't you, here?
Shaw's the receiver, split to the far side. Sullivan's the tight end. Hartley on the option, runs, and is across the 30 to the 32. 4th down there of 4th and 2.
4th down.
Receiver again is Shaw, but we'll see if they throw on this 4th down
Good
play.
a blitz there.
And Bathke is driven back at the 31.
Colby Topher came in from way back there in his linebacker position.
Well,
lost on the play.
You know, they've been running blitzing the run. Those have been run blitzes frequently now over the course of the second half in particular. So Loyal has it at the Assumption 32. 8:24 left, 4th quarter. So draw to Szymanski. First down to the 20, still on his feet. Finally gang tackled at the 17 or 18 yard line.
That's Szymanski picks up a 1st down for the Greyhounds.
Xavier Hoffman, a freshman defensive back, has checked in. Szymanski bouncing to the outside and driving in the neighborhood of another 1st down.
That's Szymanski of the carry.
And we have equipment actually.
On the field for the Royals.
Called time. I saw one of the Royals with
I think this is more a breather than anything else.
I think it has to be Milt, yeah. Ball is on the 8, but they call it the 7.
Yeah, the ball's at the 8, and it's 2nd and 1.5.
It says 2nd and 10 on the board, but nope, now they changed it.
So on the 20th of September, the Royals will make the trip up to Athens to take on the Blue Jays. Then on 2 weeks from when we're recording the game right now, the 28th of September, Abbotsford will be here, and that'll be homecoming. That's actually a Saturday morning start, an 11 a.m. start. Then it's away games on the 4th and 11th of October against Gilman and Greenwood. And the season actually wraps up against Owen Withy on Friday, October 18th. That's senior night, of course. So home games against Abbotsford and Owen Withy, with trips to Athens, Gilman, and Greenwood. We're nearing the midway point. Next game is the midway point of the season. Second and 1 from the 8.
Just
running
pounding
back
forward.
Caden Horn. He did not make the first down. It'll be 3rd down and a yard. Wind starting to pick up a bit now.
Yeah, about behind. Yeah, coming from the west.
Deach will throw it. Man's open. It's a touchdown to Brady Robito.
Pass complete to number 81, Brady Robita. Touchdown for the Greyhounds.
To 14 now. Outside run by Slovenia, and he has the 2, and it's 42-14. Loyal now in cruise control with 7:19 to go in the 4th. It was a 14-14 game. They've scored 28 unanswered in the half.
And their passing has been they don't do it very often, but it's been effective for them. That's what, another pass, so that's 7
right.
or 8? 7?
Yeah, 7.
And the Royals have 1?
Yep, that's 8.
For the whole game.
Line drive kickoff picked up at the 15 and stopped short of the 25 is Cade Stats. So the Royals will take it over there at the 24-yard line.
Tackle by Nick Buchanan.
Looks like Jack Klatt,
Yeah, new
a
quarterback.
freshman. He is a freshman. He's 5'10", 140.
So he'll get some snaps here at quarterback for the remainder of this one. 42-14 Loyal. up man in the backfield has it.
Still having a little trouble with the handoff there.
Looks like 26, Nick Lieberg. He's another freshman who's come into the game.
Mass substitutions for the Greyhounds.
And they get a well-deserved round of applause.
Just looking, I think I see Jim Austin down there, don't I?
Yep, you do, right at the 43.
He's doing the stats for them, it looks like.
Lieberg again. He goes to the 31. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Carry by Nick Lieberg. Picks up a couple, brings up 3rd down.
Fans aren't giving up. You can hear them yell,
Yeah.
"Go Blue!" and
Keeper by Klatt. He's got a
nice
first
run,
down.
nice cut.
And he goes across the 40 to the 43-yard line.
Jack Klatt for the keeper.
That has to make a freshman quarterback feel great, doesn't it? When
Yep. It would expect to
clock's
see
running.
Jack at the helm next year.
Yeah, the Assumption, they're graduating some pretty quality guys there. Especially with Bathke and also Hartley. That's your backfield, really. That's your main backfield guys.
Oops,
Oh, little
they
bump
in
there.
the backfield.
Nice pitch.
Oh,
It's on the ground, though.
And Loyal has recovered at
Boy.
the 40.
He really, they bumped each other, and I tell you,
Fumble on the pitch.
Jack Klatt really did a nice job of kind of getting the ball back, and then it just didn't. What do they say when it goes bad? It just does. Just goes bad. You get a little out of sync, and
second turnover of the
then they have a new
half.
Drew
New quarterback.
Stieglitz, I believe, unless they have that. Is that number 8? That is number 8.
All right.
Drew Stieglitz, who's
A center and linebacker. According to the roster, obviously he's not.
Isn't that number 8? Yeah, Drew Stieglitz. Oh, we have a timeout. Maybe Drew was supposed to snap.
Timeout on the field.
Timeout with Loyal up 42 to 14.
5:25 to go. Looks like Art is downsizing over here, Milt.
Is he?
No, he's got a bunch of bags, stuff already in the bags, and all kinds of stuff. Wow, man. So River Kings are coming, and you'll be doing that this year.
Yep, hope to.
Got the
Good Lord
beautiful new box, right?
That's right. Oh, beautiful
thing
new
is-
booth to
That's just
work
like
from.
Saturday night downtown there. Wow. Yeah. That wind is strong back behind us. No, you don't have to close the door, but I mean, it's kind of yeah, that would.
The Greyhounds take it 1st and 10. And a run inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Stieglitz is in at quarterback.
That was
got some-
Jamie Zavlina.
Savlina, yep, he's caught the
Touchdown.
earlier. Oh, the 2-point conversion. I beg your
And
pardon.
Luke Landini's name is in all caps for some reason.
And here comes the run by Zavlina again. He's a freshman.
They have
Stieglitz
several.
is a freshman.
See, they have 1, 2,
Usually know the carry.
3, 4, 5, 6 seniors with by quick count here.
Short.
What does it mean when a hawk circles the field?
I don't know. It can't be good. But,
Why not?
yeah, there it comes.
Yeah.
Just on cruise control.
Yeah. Up there riding those winds.
I wonder if he's listening to the broadcast.
Listening to John Denver on his iPod. First down run.
What
is
a
by
beautiful
Savlina.
shot. Wow. Look at that. Right over the score, right over the goalpost
Goalpost.
now.
Yeah.
Gonna land.
Here he comes.
Nope.
Oh,
Sees something over there.
He's a
Friday night he'd be going for the Rocky Rococo's pizza wagon. I don't think it's there today. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he's down the lights now. That's a big hawk. Right up on the light standard.
I
Right.
can't see him. Right here?
Yeah, it's right there. Top row, second
Oh,
from
man,
the.
yeah.
He's
Look
a
at
big.
that.
That's a big bird there.
I'm sorry I missed the play because we're watching,
We're watching
the
a hawk. Yeah.
Hanson with the carry.
It's.
Father Becker has asked me to announce that from here you can go straight to St. Mary's for the 4 o'clock evening mass. Don't even have to go home.
Oh, I'm going to be heading that way.
Yeah.
Not to St. Mary's for Mass, but
You can walk home from
That-
St. Mary.
that's neighborhood there, yeah. Run up the middle by number 14, Sullivan Hanson.
So Hanson picks up a first down for the Greyhounds.
There's a River King stool reserved for Craig Tim this year.
Wow.
3 minutes for the game. First and 10 at the Royal 23.
When did you say the first River King game was?
October 5th,
Oh,
3 weeks from
Saturday.
tonight. Inside draw to Hanson. He's
Sullivan Hanson with the carry.
pick up about 4 yards to the 20-yard line.
On that tackle.
Well, guys, I think you're going to win your wager.
I
Total
sure
of 8 passes in the football game, and don't think we're going to have many more.
just don't. And then the hawk is.
He's loose again. Circling the field again. About 3 on this run. That's Savlina again.
There's Selena with the carry. Third down.
Third down, we're going to call it 6. 2 minutes now for the football game. Pitches to Hanson. Oh, did they get his face
yes.
mask?
Yeah, they did. 3 flags.
Saw that head turn around.
Hanson with the carry. There's flag on the play.
They all 3 had that one. Yeah, I was going to say in high school, isn't it? It's an automatic 15, I believe, in high school, isn't it?
No such thing as a 5
I don't
grasping.
think so, because it's half the distance. So
Well, that was a tug, even
Yeah.
so, either way it was a tug. And so it'll be a first and goal at the 6.5.
How do the officials know which flag is theirs?
good point. When they have graduation at the Naval Academy or one of the academies, and they
yeah.
throw their mortarboard in the air, how do they? They must have their names on them because they go everywhere. I think.
All right, they're just doing the victory formation now, where the quarterback Stiglitz
Yeah.
just drops to a knee.
No reason to score.
We're at 1 minute, so they'll have to do it a couple of times to put this one in the books.
That's a nice, classy move. There's no reason to score. It gets difficult because, I mean, you want to play, but you're ahead by 4 touchdowns.
That's it. Final play. So 42-14. We had a 14-14 game at halftime, and the Greyhounds dominate the second half with 28 unanswered points. For our producer and videographer, Art Nepgetzik, Craig Tim, our analyst, I'm Milt Van Atta. Thank you for joining us for Assumption Royal Football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.